When we forget the past, it waits to be recalled. Back to when the simple things left us enthralled. Now is the time to journey back to said past, because the future is uncertain, but our memories shall last. What's up, and welcome back. We are here in Twisted Metal 4. I have slept. Not as much as you would imagine, but I still have gotten some. And I've turned down the gain on my mic a little bit because I noticed it's kind of blowing out a little bit. Not too much. It's still there. So let's see if we can play another character. I don't have too much time to record any more things, but we will see what we can do. With that in mind, I'm actually going to go for Captain Grimm.
Revenge! 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 The clown's soul will dangle from the captain's hook.
The man's wants the soul, and he wants it bad. I do like the parrot. It's a nice addition. All right. Y'all ready to rock? Because we're about to roll. Rise above the pain, master the crane. It's a kind of cool gimmick. It's really fun in multiplayer. I do remember that. Like, I'm sure it's more fun to watch on the other side. Cannon. Alright, that should hurt a lot, I would hope. Here we go. I mean, it's like a bigger power missile, but it sends me back. Yeah, I think the damage is comparable. I like it. Plus, I'm a pirate. Do what you want, cause a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Yar har fiddly dee. Being a pirate was what Grimm wants to be. Not bad for a first draft. We'll work on it. Ah, shit. Brave little toaster, no. Almost thought, no, that's not right. But then it was. If you haven't seen those movies, they're pretty great. I don't know if I've seen all of them. I've definitely seen two of them. The first one, depressing as fuck. And the second one I saw was Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars. Less bleak, more heroic. We gotta save the Master's baby, as he got sent in a bubble into outer space. How are we gonna get there? I know, we're gonna have a lamp. Or no, ceiling fan, underneath a laundry basket, and a battery source. And it's going to take us all the way to outer space. And back. I'll be honest, I don't even remember what happens when they get there. I just know that they can't get to the baby, but I don't even remember if there's like other creatures out there, or if it's like space rovers or something, like the moon buggy from this game. I don't even remember. Something's opposing them. It's not just get to space. Get your ass to Mars. That's a movie I've only seen recently. Total Recall. So what do you think it takes to be in a Twisted Metal competition? Like, do you think there's a sign up necessarily? Like, there's some evidence to imply that you get some note of what the wish they want beforehand is. And head on, it also implies that if you didn't sign up, you're not a participant of the competition, thus you can't be in it. With Cousin Eddie in particular. But, like, the preliminaries, like, you go to a sign up somewhere, Do you just have these weapons because you live in a world where these weapons are commonly accessible? I gotta turn down the music for this stage because it'll trigger copyright, as I've mentioned. Is it perhaps one of those, there's only so many places we can run, so might as well serve those who can do. The garages are like stocking up on machine guns and missiles and bullets and all kinds of stuff, and heavy duty tires and whatnot, so they can send people into the competition. Do you think they get paid anything? Like, it's a fun rock and roll video game series, you know, but if you want to look deeper into it, you can. I think, you know, we played every game minus 2012 by this point. It's a question that's worth asking, I think. Because, look at this. We got Microblast here. Boy is a leprechaun, effectively, in a small toy car. But, you know, still people-sized, like a person could fit in. These aren't toys, except when they're on the toy, the bedroom level, in which they act like toys, and the size comparison, I think they kind of get wrong with it. And then the small brawl, where they legitimately are toys, people playing with RC cars, which is a fucking awesome concept. But like, to get these kind of modifications on your car, and they're tailored to you specifically, no one else but you, like, you couldn't resell this if you tried. You gotta have some bankroll first. And I don't know if the Joneses had the intelligence nor the financial backing in order to fucking load up their car with all the doodads that are necessary to go on an onslaught. You slay, I would say, a total of like 30 to 35 cars per game. You know? It's curious. Cannons are fun. Did I just see you through the wall, or did you phase through it? Crashman's got some technology that we need to get on his level for. Alright, Moonbuggy, let's go. We're trying to beat these stages in an orderly fashion. That's just something I've always wondered. Like, how post-apocalyptic is this world that these supplies are at the ready? Hell yeah. Fire the cannons! Because you won't get me believing that everybody is a whiz at making this stuff, you know? Okay, if I can kill enough people with lightning, that would be beautiful, even if it's just one person. I'll accept that for right now. People have some damage, but I don't think it's the kind I want. Actual battle. Oh, Microblast is suffering. Alright. Alright, looks like we're going normal combat. Normal combat! I don't want to use all my auto lobs because they are really the money makers when it comes to damage. I played these games growing up without cheat codes, you know, and boy, it takes a long time to get through it. So, I mean, if I ever come back to playing these, I'll play them without cheat codes. I think the one and done is fine, but if there's a uproar or need more, I'll try. These games really hurt my hands, so it would be out of love for y'all. All right, let us get some. Shit. Oh, he ported. Try the light. Damn shit. Was really hoping. Woo! Yeah. People can poo-poo on this game all they want, but I think it's fun. Oh my god, did I phase through? I kind of did. I find it fun, and the charm is great. Like, the ending cutscenes are hilarious to me most of the time. Some wishes I'm like, you know, but like they're fine. Which makes you wonder, because this is new characters overall, was the decision to change them up purely because it's the fourth entry in the franchise, and they wanted to make the previous characters bosses? Did they have an idea for a cutscene, and they wanted to implement characters that would make sense with that? Or did they go in the opposite order of that? Did they make a car and then decide what the ending is going to be? Because I could see any way of that. The fact that we got John St. John, Trash Man, and he has a weird ending, you know, kind of implies to me that it's probably the car first, and then they made it work afterwards. Drag Queen is so low. Come on, y'all. Into the lightning zone. Beautiful. Super Thumper. Or you know what? Maybe it's simpler than everything else. Maybe it's because Sweet Tooth, canonically in this game, is someone who participated in the old derbies, and he wished to be the star of Twisted Metal, and he did. And then he just busted down Calypso's door and stole his ring. Maybe because of that, like, we've already dealt with the previous competitors in one fell swoop in the past. So they're no longer the winners, because they can't be, because Calypso, or Sweet Tooth was the winner. Thus, you'd have to have new characters. But, because Sweet Tooth was a twisted motherfucker, they gave him, or gave all the previous contestants, like, enhanced abilities or remade them in his image. That kind of makes sense to me. I dig it, you know. So yeah, just with this plot line, that means that you gotta have new drivers. Okay, yeah, you know what? Yeah, that makes the most sense. I'm surprised I never thought of it like that before. Yeah, I think it was now that I say that, I think it was less of we wanted to try new things, and it's well, we want Sweet Tooth to be the franchise, so everyone else naturally has to go. I love this stage so much. Not because of what you're seeing right here, but you know, I've said it in every playthrough of this pretty much that yeah, this is nostalgia for me. I remember this as a kid the most. It's very Toy Story-esque. The room's got cool design to it. This will then hit good. Yeah, from above! Aw, and then you have to find me. Ocean. No! Reverse! Oh god! Good thing I put all that glue on the bottom of my wheels. I'm going to wreck your shit, my dude. Let's go. Where are you? And I'm so sorry. I guess he's by the TV. And with the theory, you know, of course, Captain Grimm is in the tournament because he's the Grim Reaper. But maybe he went in as Captain Grimm because he wanted to have an alias or like a new identity for this tournament. Because he's like, well, I've already lost as Captain or Mr. Grimm. Why not be Captain Grimm? Yeah, totally. Completely different. It's got to be a different person. It's got to be a relative. I don't think so. It could be a relative, but I don't think so. That's the impression that I get. So I've mentioned it in a few of the recent playthroughs of it, but like, I do love the Twisted Metal franchise as far as like aesthetics and like idea go, and you know, execution for the storyline and whatnot. But boy, the car combat is rough for me. Like, the games are already hard enough as it is. I know I'm not good enough to like play them properly, but of course, after all this training, I probably I would just have to change my mindset going in because, you know, I'm just taking all these hits because I have God mode on, and I'm blasting away with all my ammo because I have 99 ammo. But had I not had those things, I'd have to strategically dodge people. I'd have to go and find all the shortcuts and all the secret health items and whatnot and ammo, and I would end up taking a lot longer on these stages. But the thing I was going to say was, boy, do I not like the AI when it comes to them being right next to you. It's one thing if they're bearing me down and they're blowing me away, but it's another that in an effort to try and turn and face them, they are also doing the exact same thing. Thus, we go in a circle where no one gets an advantage because we're going the same speed. It is so tiring. Oh God, is it tiring. But, you know. As much as I love a game, you know, I can recognize when a game has bugs, whatnot, and you know, it's on me as well. Like, if I want to play a game, I gotta accept the full package. But I still get the right to complain about the things that I would like to see done a little better. I think blindly loving anything is not healthy and doesn't express like critical thinking. Being negative about some things is not always a problem. It's a fair warning. Like if I told somebody, "Hey man, you want to play this awesome like car free-for-all fighting game or brawler?" They go, "Hell yeah, that sounds awesome. It's got heavy metal music and everything." Like, "Fuck yeah!" It's like, all right, yeah, you got to go around, collect ammo and whatnot, and every car is against you. And they're like, "Whoa, like, I don't have a partner or anything. No one else is fighting against them. Just me." "Yep, just you." It's like, well, the cars fight each other, right? I mean, yeah, but no. What do you mean no? Well, they attack each other, but they don't do damage to each other, really. What? So I'm all alone in this. And, I get lives, right? Yeah, you get a set of lives. For the whole game. What? So, it'll keep your time, for sure. Like, games are made like this because there's no more game to it beyond what you're playing. If you're doing what I'm doing, which is playing for fun, and to show you guys, like, what Twisted Metal is and what Twisted Metal 4 has going for it, the way I'm doing it is quick and efficient and gets the impression made, I hope. But if it was just me playing at home, like in my youth or something like that, they design games like this so you will die. You'll get better, but you will die plenty of times, and the cycle continues. And if you don't get over a certain skill threshold, you'll never beat it. You might get lucky, but you might never beat it. And, since the game is just car combat and get somebody's ending, that's deliberate. You gotta keep playing it over and over again to get good. There's no other thing to do. There's not like, I just did all this. Afterwards, I have a different story mode. I can unlock a different ending. Or I could get different maps. Sometimes there's some games that give you different maps, like in these. In Twisted Metal Black, there are hidden black cubes that you can find if you are skilled in destroying the environment. For example, in the, what do you call it? The Dorco Bros salvage yard, there is a giant, like, dome tower that goes up and down this little platform that covers you, but you can jump on top of it if you blow up a, I think, water tower, and then you're able to ramp off of it onto the dome of the tower that lifts up, and then you can ride it up, and doing so, you can find one of the black cubes. On another stage, the highway stage, there's a, like, globe, a giant earth made out of stone, I think, that you have to blow off. Or no, it's a bomb. Some kind of bomb. Like a tanker thing. And it's got to roll correctly. And you can't have anybody in the way of it. Otherwise, it's not going to happen for you. So you have to be very deliberate on that one. Otherwise, you got to restart the whole level in order to get it. That unlocks one of those. And all those are just another stage, for the multiplayer. So you can have fun with it, no doubt, no doubt. Hey, got her. But yeah, so anyway, the point I'm trying to get to is, like, it's made to be hard. It's meant to be trial and error. Keep playing it over and over again until you. But, you know, that may not be everyone's cup of tea. You know, if I told you it was car combat brawler and nothing else, then you'd be like, that sounds kind of cool, Demolition Derby. But if you realize, well, it's multiple levels, if you die 3 times, most of it, you have to restart the entire campaign over again. Nowadays, less people are more willing to do that. Nowadays, we have a lot more checkpoints, save points, and the like. But of course, they knew that some people didn't want to do all that over and over again, so thus you have your codes to go to levels if you beat the game with characters or discover them. I like when you get to find out about things like that in Head-On. They'll tell you, like, if you do the mini side quest things that involve unlocking characters, if you play them again, they tell you a cheat code that you can use. Like, cheat codes are a part of the game. They're not just hacks. Just like legit. Games used to have cheat codes. They used to sell manuals of cheat codes. Like for PlayStation, PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, the works. Like, it existed. I owned like 1 or 2. I didn't buy them. But I did read them. Of course I did. Built-in feature. In case you want to play with something a little bit more fun than what you're doing. And my dad had a mentality growing up where if you can't beat the game without cheat codes, you don't deserve to be playing with them. And it makes sense. It's definitely a good way of looking at it. However, you shouldn't let that get in the way of your fun. If you don't find it fun bashing your head against, you know, a certain level that you can't get past, or a mechanic that wasn't well thought out, you know, and you never get to see the end of the game, that's kind of rough. And you could have always, of course, just watched it on YouTube if you wanted to, but, you know, if you have the ability to get your hands on it, do it. Give it a try. You might like it. Orbital, you are the only thing keeping me from the other 3 guys. Technically 5, because I got or 4, yeah, because there's also Sweet Tooth guys. Where are you? Want you dead now? Remember of the song songs. Wait for what you like. Thinking get that roller coaster again. Except now it's me. Alright. Send the missiles. Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. First time I ever heard that was a movie called Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. The kind of hillbilly trucker guy says it. And then I found out it's an older song, of course, because I love World War II-esque songs. They're pretty great. And then I also found out it's in BioShock 2. I haven't played that yet, but I have. Even before I beat 1. But I'll get to it at some point. I already have a thumbnail made for Twisted Metal BioShock 1, so in the future I'll be grinding through that. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to die. Gory, gory, what a hell of a way to ain't gonna jump no more. Oh, this is gonna be like being drunk and walking through a fun house trying to fire a cannon at this guy. I think that was his intention. Also, these videos would be super long if I were to try to play this without cheat codes. Like, this is me speeding through it, quote unquote. Like, I'm not playing with like insta-kill weapons or anything. Strengthened weapons, which there are codes for. So I could do it, but I am playing them with the ability to not have to run around all day collecting health and ammo. So honestly, it's for the best. You don't get a lot of ammo in these games. You pick up like 2 or 3 missiles at a time when you grab. Sweet Tooth, can you get back here? Maybe you want some lightning, fucker. Are you inside of here? No, he's on top of it. You bamboozled. Alright, we won Twisted Metal. We're frozen here forever in the Ice Age, but that's okay. Alright, let us see Captain Grimm's ending.
Captain Grimm, you have, without a shadow of a doubt, proven yourself the strongest, most cunning, and hitherto, the champion of our Twisted Metal battles. Through Sweet Tooth kindness and good heart, you're hereby offered one wish for your achievement. Give us your wish, Captain.
Here's my one wish. The captain wishes to meet Sweet Tooth in a sword fight to the death, and the prize to the victor, the soul of the first one dead. The soul of the first one dead.
Your wish has been granted, driver. The soul of the first one dead.
That's pretty clever. You gotta admit, that's pretty clever. Captain Grimm got what he wanted, but didn't. He got a positive ending, at least. It just wasn't what he was hoping for. So good. And it's one of those twists you don't see coming, which is always a great thing. All right, well, that has been Twisted Metal 4 as Captain Grimm. I have been Captain Zane, and I thank you so much for watching and for whatever support you can give. Always great spending time with you, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell!